Present perfect progressive. Use 6 to show irritation or complaints with negative emotions. Sometimes this tense is used to express frustration or annoyance about an ongoing action. Positive sentences. The present. The present perfect progressive. This tense is also called the present perfect continuous. It describes actions that started in the past and are connected to the present. It focuses on the action itself, showing that it was ongoing for some time, and it may still be happening or have just stopped. How to form it. Subject plus has, have been plus verbing examples. I have been working, she has been studying, they have been playing. When to use the present perfect progressive. Actions that started in the past and are still happening now. Use this tense to show that something began earlier and hasn't stopped. Example: I've been reading this book for 2 hours. I started reading 2 hours ago, and I'm still reading. She has been living here since January. She moved here in January and still lives here. 2 actions that recently stopped but still affect the present. Sometimes the action just ended, but we can still feel its impact. Example: he has been running, so he's tired now. He finished running, but he's still out of breath. They have been cooking, and the kitchen smells amazing. The cooking is done, but the smell is still there. 3. Actions happening repeatedly over a period of time. If something happened multiple times over a period of time and might still be happening, use this tense. Example: we have been calling you all day. We've called many times, and we might call again. She has been practicing piano every evening this week. 4. To emphasize the duration of an action. This tense highlights how long something has been happening. You'll often use time expressions like for or since. Examples: I have been working here for 5 years. She has been studying since 8 a.m. 5. To describe temporary actions or situations. Use it to talk about actions that are not permanent but are happening for a limited time. Examples: we have been staying at a hotel while our house is being renovated. He has been using his old phone because his new one broke. 6. To show irritation or complaints with negative emotions. Sometimes this is used to express frustration or annoyance about an ongoing action. Examples: you have been talking non-stop. He has been leaving his dirty dishes everywhere. Time expressions often used with this tense. For duration: I have been learning French for 3 months. Since starting point: she has been working here since January. Lately or recently: I have been feeling tired lately. All day week year: they have been playing games all day. Key points to remember. Focus on the action, not the result. This tense is more about the process of doing something, rather than what's been achieved. Compare present perfect. I have written the report. The report is finished. Present perfect progressive. I have been writing the report. I'm still working on it or recently stopped. 2. It's for ongoing or recently finished actions. If the action is completely over with no connection to the present, use the past simple instead. Not used with stative verbs. Certain verbs that describe states, like know, like, love, seem, etc., are not used in this tense. Use the present perfect instead. Incorrect. I have been knowing her for years. Correct. I have known her for years. Summary table of uses. Use. Example. Ongoing action still happening. I have been learning English for 2 years. Recently stopped but affects now. He has been running, so he's tired. Repeated actions over time. She has been calling me every day. Emphasizing duration. We have been waiting for an hour. Temporary actions. I have been staying at a friend's house. Complaints or irritation. You have been leaving your shoes everywhere. This tense is perfect when you want to emphasize time, ongoing activity, or the effect of recent actions. Common mistakes with the present perfect progressive. Many learners make mistakes with the present perfect progressive because it can feel tricky to use correctly. Here are some common errors and how to avoid them. 1. Mixing up the present perfect and present perfect progressive. Mistake. Using the present perfect progressive when the focus is on the result instead of the action. I have been finishing my homework. I have finished my homework. Fix. Use the present perfect for completed actions or results. Use the present perfect progressive to highlight the ongoing nature of the action. Using it with stative verbs. Mistake. Using the present perfect progressive with verbs that describe states, not actions. These include verbs like know, like, love, believe, own, etc. I have been knowing him for years. I have known him for years. Fix. Use the present perfect instead of the progressive for stative verbs. Forgetting time expressions. Mistake. Not specifying a time frame when it's needed for clarity. I have been working. Unclear how long or since when. I've been working here for 5 years. Fix. Add time expressions like for or since to provide more context when emphasizing duration, overusing the progressive when it's not needed. Mistake. Using the present perfect progressive for very short one-time actions. I have been dropping my keys. I have dropped my keys. Fix. Use the present perfect for single completed actions instead of the progressive. Using the wrong helping verb, has, have. Mistake. Mixing up has and have based on the subject. She have been studying. She has been studying. Fix. Use has with singular subjects, he, she, it. Use have with plural subjects, we, they, and I or you. 6. Forgetting been in the structure. Mistake, leaving out been in the sentence structure. I have working all day. I have been working all day. Fix, remember the correct structure. Subject have been verbing. 7. Confusing it with the past progressive. Mistake, using the present perfect progressive instead of the past progressive to describe past actions. I have been running when it started raining. I was running when it started raining. Fix, use the past progressive was, were plus verbing for actions happening at a specific time in the past, not the present perfect progressive, using it for actions that are completely finished with no present connection. Mistake, using the present perfect progressive for actions that ended long ago and have no link to the present. He has been playing football last week. He played football last week. Fix, use the past simple for completed actions in the past with no current connection. 9. Using incorrect word order. Mistake, misplacing words in the sentence. I have been always studying hard. I have always been studying hard. Fix, place adverbs like always, never, just, between have, has, and been. 10. Confusing the negative structure. Mistake, placing not in the wrong position. I haven't been not studying. I haven't been studying. Fix, use the correct negative form. Subject plus hasn't, haven't been plus verbing. Quick summary of fixes. Mistake, correction. I have been knowing her. I have known her. She have been working. She has been working. I have working all day. I have been working all day. He has been playing football last week. He played football last week. I have been always studying. I have always been studying. Tips to avoid mistakes. 1. Always check if the verb is stative. If it is, use the present perfect instead. 2. Use for and since for clarity when talking about duration. 3. Think about whether the action is ongoing, recently stopped, or finished completely. Double-check your structure. Subject plus has, have plus been plus verbing. With practice, the present perfect progressive will feel natural and easy. The present perfect progressive. Use 1. Actions that started in the past and are still happening now. Use this tense to show that something began earlier and hasn't stopped. Positive sentences. I have been eating my lunch for 20 minutes. She has been drinking her coffee since this morning. He has been brushing his teeth for 5 minutes. They have been cleaning the house since a.m. I have been doing my homework for 2 hours. She has been cooking dinner since 5 p.m. He has been walking to work every day this week. We have been exercising since 6 o'clock. I have been writing emails for an hour. She has been sweeping the floor since noon. I have been working on this project for 3 days. He has been studying English since January. She has been typing a report for the past hour. They have been learning French for 6 months. I have been preparing for my exam since Monday. We have been discussing the problem all morning. She has been attending this online class since March. He has been teaching at the school for 5 years. They have been looking for a new job since last month. I have been editing this video for 2 hours. I have been living in this apartment since 2019. She's been staying with her aunt for 2 weeks. He has been renting a room in that house for a year. They have been traveling in Europe since June. We have been camping here since last weekend. She has been living in the city for 10 years. He has been sharing an apartment with his friend since college. I have been working in this office since last summer. They have been living in Canada for 5 years. We have been spending the winter in Florida since December. It has been raining since last night. The sun has been shining all day. The wind has been blowing since this morning. The snow has been falling for 3 hours. The temperature has been rising since dawn. The birds have been singing in the trees all afternoon. The river has been flowing steadily for months. The leaves have been falling since September. The flowers have been blooming for 2 weeks. The sky has been clear since yesterday. I have been talking to her every day since last week. She has been texting her friend since last night. He has been calling his parents every day for a month. They have been dating since high school. I've been visiting my grandmother every weekend for a year. She has been helping her neighbor with groceries since last year. He has been mentoring me since I started my job. They have been working together on the same team for 5 years. We have been meeting for coffee every Thursday since March. I have been writing letters to my cousin since she moved abroad. I have been playing the guitar for 2 hours. She has been painting a picture since morning. He has been watching that TV show for 3 hours. They have been practicing their dance routine since last week. I have been listening to music since I woke up. She has been reading that novel for a month. He has been learning to play the piano since last summer. They have been playing soccer in the park since noon. We have been taking photos since we arrived here. I have been working on my scrapbook for 2 days. I have been running every morning for a year. She has been practicing yoga since 2021. He has been swimming for 2 hours. They have been lifting weights since last month. I have been going to the gym every evening since May. She has been walking steps every day for a week. He has been drinking more water since last year. They have been following a healthy diet since January. We have been stretching before exercise for the past month. I've been sleeping better since I changed my schedule. I've been checking my phone for updates all day. She has been using this app since yesterday. He has been playing video games for 3 hours. They have been browsing the internet since morning. I have been writing posts on social media every day this week. She has been designing a website for the past month. He has been watching videos on YouTube since breakfast. They have been learning how to code since last year. We have been taking online courses since the pandemic. I have been sending emails to clients for 2 hours. I have been waiting for the bus for 30 minutes. She has been shopping for clothes since 10 a.m. He has been fixing his car since yesterday. They have been packing for their trip since morning. We have been organizing the shelves for an hour. I have been watering the plants every morning this week. She has been feeding the dog since I left. He has been repairing the roof since last week. They have been polishing the furniture for the past hour. We have been tidying up the garden since Saturday. I have been calling my friends every day since I moved here. She has been meeting her study group every afternoon. He has been volunteering at the community center since July. They have been hosting guests every weekend this month. We have been helping our neighbors since the flood. I have been chatting with my classmates on WhatsApp for an hour. She has been planning her sister's wedding since last month. He has been organizing events for the club since January. They have been attending family gatherings every Sunday for years. We have been on celebrating birthdays together since 2015. Negative sentences. I haven't been eating lunch lately. She hasn't been drinking her coffee in the mornings. He hasn't been brushing his teeth properly. They haven't been cleaning the house for a while. I haven't been doing my homework this week. She hasn't been cooking dinner at all. He hasn't been walking to work recently. We haven't been exercising much this month. I haven't been writing emails to anyone. She hasn't been sweeping the floor for days. I haven't been working on the project this week. He hasn't been studying English since summer started. She hasn't been typing the report as planned. They haven't been learning French this year. I haven't been preparing for my exam properly. We haven't been discussing the issue in detail. She hasn't been attending her online classes. He hasn't been teaching at the school lately. They haven't been looking for a new job seriously. I haven't been editing the video for a long time. I haven't been living in this apartment for long. She hasn't been staying with her aunt this month. He hasn't been renting a room in that house recently. They haven't been traveling in Europe this year. We haven't been camping since last summer. She hasn't been living in the city for very long. He hasn't been sharing an apartment anymore. I haven't been working in this office for long. They haven't been living in Canada for many years. We haven't been spending our winters in Florida lately. It hasn't been raining for days. The sun hasn't been shining much today. The wind hasn't been blowing since yesterday. The snow hasn't been falling this winter. The temperature hasn't been rising as expected. The birds haven't been singing in the morning lately. The river hasn't been flowing as fast recently. The leaves haven't been falling this month. The flowers haven't been blooming this season. The sky hasn't been staying clear for long. I haven't been talking to her lately. She hasn't been texting her friend anymore. He hasn't been calling his parents regularly. They haven't been dating for very long. I haven't been visiting my grandmother as often. She hasn't been helping her neighbor recently. He hasn't been mentoring me for a while. They haven't been working together this year. We haven't been meeting for coffee as planned. I haven't been writing letters to my cousin. I haven't been playing the guitar much. She hasn't been painting this week. He hasn't been watching that TV show lately. They haven't been practicing their dance routine. I haven't been listening to music much. She hasn't been reading that novel at all. He hasn't been learning to play the piano anymore. They haven't been playing soccer this month. We haven't been taking photos as often. I haven't been working on my scrapbook. I haven't been running every morning. She hasn't been practicing yoga this year. He hasn't been swimming lately. They haven't been lifting weights this month. I haven't been going to the gym regularly. She hasn't been walking her steps lately. He hasn't been drinking enough water. They haven't been following a healthy diet. We haven't been stretching before workouts. I haven't been sleeping well recently. I haven't been checking my phone all day. She hasn't been using this app recently. He hasn't been playing video games much. They haven't been browsing the internet lately. I haven't been writing posts on social media. She hasn't been designing a website as planned. He hasn't been watching videos on YouTube recently. They haven't been learning coding this semester. We haven't been taking online courses anymore. I haven't been sending emails to clients this week. I haven't been waiting for the bus very long. She hasn't been shopping for clothes. He hasn't been fixing his car. They haven't been packing for their trip yet. We haven't been organizing the shelves as planned. I haven't been watering the plants regularly. She hasn't been feeding the dog this week. He hasn't been repairing the roof. They haven't been polishing the furniture. We haven't been tidying up the garden. I haven't been calling my friends as often. She hasn't been meeting her study group recently. He hasn't been volunteering at the community center. They haven't been hosting guests this week. We haven't been helping our neighbors recently. I haven't been chatting with classmates on WhatsApp. She hasn't been planning her sister's wedding. He hasn't been organizing events for the club. They haven't been attending family gatherings lately. We haven't been celebrating birthdays together. Questions. Have I been eating lunch regularly? Has she been drinking enough water? Has he been brushing his teeth every day? Have they been cleaning the house this week? Have I been doing my homework properly? Has she been cooking dinner lately? Has he been walking to work recently? Have we been exercising this month? Have I been writing emails to anyone? Has she been sweeping the floor regularly? Have I been working on the project consistently? Has he been studying English for a long time? Has she been typing the report carefully? Have they been learning French this year? Have I been preparing for my exams well? Have we been discussing the issue thoroughly? Has she been attending her classes online? Has he been teaching at the school lately? Have they been looking for a new job? Have I been editing the video correctly? Have I been living here for a long time? Has she been staying with her family? Has he been renting the same house for years? Have they been traveling much recently? Have we been camping during our holidays? Has she been living in the city for a long time? Has he been sharing an apartment with someone? Have I been working in this office too long? Have they been living in Canada for a decade? Have we been spending too much time indoors? Has it been raining all day? Has the sun been shining much today? Has the wind been blowing hard? Has the snow been falling steadily? Has the temperature been rising this week? Have the birds been singing in the morning? Has the river been flowing faster recently? Have the leaves been falling early this year? Have the flowers been blooming in the garden? Has the sky been staying clear for days? Have I been talking to her regularly? Has she been texting her friends often? Has he been calling his parents daily? Have they been dating for a long time? Have I been visiting my grandparents frequently? Has she been helping her neighbor recently? Has he been mentoring anyone at work? Have they been working together for years? Have we been meeting for coffee every week? Have I been writing letters to my cousins? Have I been playing the guitar enough? Has she been painting regularly? Has he been watching the new TV series? Have they been practicing their dance moves? Have I been listening to podcasts lately? Has she been reading that book for long? Has he been learning to play the piano? Have they been playing soccer every weekend? Have we been taking photos often? Have I been working on my artwork lately? Have I been running every morning? Has she been practicing yoga daily? Has he been swimming regularly? Have they been lifting weights at the gym? Have I been going to the gym enough? Has she been walking her steps? Has he been drinking enough water daily? Have they been following a healthy diet? Have we been stretching before workouts? Have I been sleeping well lately? Have I been checking my phone too often? Has she been using this app regularly? Has he been playing video games all day? Have they been browsing the internet a lot? Have I been writing posts on social media? Has she been designing a website? Has he been watching tutorials on YouTube? Have they been learning coding skills? Have we been taking online courses together? Have I been sending emails to my clients? Have I been waiting for the bus for a long time? Has she been shopping for groceries lately? Has he been fixing his car today? Have they been packing for their trip? Have we been organizing the closet this week? Have I been watering the plants regularly? Has she been feeding the cat daily? Has he been repairing his bicycle? Have they been polishing the furniture lately? Have we been tidying up the living room? Have I been calling my friends enough? Has she been meeting her study group? Has he been volunteering at the center? Have they been hosting parties this month? Have we been helping our neighbors often? Have I been chatting with my classmates? Has she been planning her sister's wedding? Has he been organizing club events? Have they been attending family gatherings? Have we been celebrating birthdays together? The present perfect progressive. Use to. Actions that recently stopped but still affect the present. Sometimes the action just ended, but we can still feel its impact. Positive sentences. I have been cleaning, so the house looks neat now. She has been cooking, and the kitchen smells wonderful. He has been washing the dishes, so his hands are wet. We have been ironing, so the clothes are wrinkle-free. They have been decorating, and the room looks festive. I have been studying, so I'm exhausted now. He has been typing, so his fingers hurt. She has been presenting, and the meeting went well. We have been working, so we need a break. They have been preparing, and the event is ready to begin. I have been running, so I'm out of breath. She's been cycling, and her legs are sore. He has been lifting weights, so his muscles are aching. We have been hiking, and we're all sweaty. They have been playing soccer, and their uniforms are muddy. It has been raining, so the ground is wet. The wind has been blowing, and the trees are swaying. The snow has been falling, so everything is white. The sun has been shining, and it feels warm outside. The river has been rising, so the banks are flooded. I have been playing the guitar, so my fingers are tired. She has been painting, and her hands are covered in paint. He has been reading, and his eyes look strained. We have been watching movies, and the room is still dark. They have been singing, so their voices are hoarse. I have been talking, so my throat feels dry. She has been texting, and her phone battery is low. He has been calling clients, and his schedule is packed. We have been planning, and now we have a detailed itinerary. They have been visiting, and the house feels lively. I have been gardening, so my hands are dirty. She has been shopping, and the bags are full. He has been fixing the car, and there's oil on his shirt. We have been packing, and the boxes are ready. They have been baking, and the house smells like cake. I have been vacuuming, so the carpets are spotless now. She has been mopping, and the floor is slippery. He has been organizing the closet, so everything looks neat. We have been folding laundry, and the pile is gone. They have been washing windows, so the glass is sparkling. I have been writing a poem, and the draft is almost finished. She has been sewing, and the dress is almost done. He has been designing a logo, so his desk is full of sketches. We have been brainstorming ideas, and the whiteboard is full of notes. They have been filming, so the camera equipment is everywhere. I have been practicing piano, and I can now play the piece well. She has been learning Spanish, so she can now say a few phrases. He has been studying chemistry, and he's now ready for the test. They have been attending workshops, and they've gained new skills. I have been stretching, so I feel more flexible now. She has been doing yoga and her posture looks better. He has been jogging, so he's sweating a lot. We have been practicing mindfulness, so we feel calmer. They have been drinking water and their skin looks hydrated. I have been troubleshooting the computer, so it's working now. She's been updating her phone and the apps are now current. He has been downloading files, so the hard drive is full. We have been building a website and the home page is live. They have been testing a new app and it's ready for release. I have been exploring the city and I've discovered some amazing places. She has been planning her trip, so she has all the details ready. He has been taking pictures and his camera is out of battery. We have been hiking in the mountains and our legs are sore. They've been driving for hours, so their car needs refueling. I've been preparing dinner, so the table is set. She has been chopping vegetables and the cutting board is full. He has been grilling and the barbecue smells great. We have been baking cookies, so the kitchen is warm. They have been setting the table and everything is ready for the meal. I have been watering the plants, so the soil is damp. She has been raking leaves, so the yard looks tidy. He has been recycling, and the bins are full. We have been collecting trash, so the park is clean. They have been planting trees, and the garden looks greener. I have been feeding the dog, so he looks happy. She has been grooming her cat, and its fur is shiny. He has been walking his dog, so the leash is still on the floor. We have been playing with the puppy, and now it's sleeping. They have been training their parrot, so it can now say a few words. I have been repairing the fence, so it looks sturdier now. She has been shopping for gifts, and her bags are full. He has been wrapping presents, so the table is covered in paper. We have been waiting for the bus, and it has just arrived. They have been standing in line, so they look tired. I have been preparing for the party, and the decorations are ready. She has been practicing her speech, and she now feels confident. He has been organizing the event, so everything is on schedule. We have been rehearsing, and the performance went smoothly. They have been setting up the stage, and the equipment is in place. I have been dusting the shelves, so they look clean now. She has been refilling the pantry, and the cupboards are stocked. He has been fixing the faucet so it's not leaking anymore. We have been organizing the attic, so it's less cluttered now. They have been sorting the mail, so everything is in order. I have been explaining the topic, so they understand it now. She has been giving instructions, so everyone knows what to do. He has been answering questions, and now there are no doubts. We have been discussing ideas, and we have reached a conclusion. They have been clarifying the rules, so everyone is clear about them. Negative sentences. I have not been cleaning, so the house doesn't look neat. She has not been cooking, and the kitchen doesn't smell wonderful. He has not been washing the dishes, so his hands are dry. We have not been ironing, so the clothes are still wrinkled. They have not been decorating, and the room doesn't look festive. I have not been studying, so I'm not prepared for the test. He has not been typing, and his fingers are fine. She has not been presenting, and the meeting is still going on. We have not been working, so we're still relaxed. They have not been preparing, and the event is not ready yet. I have not been running, so I'm not out of breath. She has not been cycling, and her legs aren't sore. He has not been lifting weights, so his muscles aren't aching. We have not been hiking, and we're not sweating. They have not been playing soccer, and their uniforms are clean. It has not been raining, so the ground is dry. The wind has not been blowing, and the trees are still. The snow has not been falling, and everything is still green. The sun has not been shining, and it's still cold outside. The river has not been rising, so the banks are not flooded. I have not been playing the guitar, so my fingers are not tired. She has not been painting, and her hands are clean. He has not been reading, so his eyes are not strained. We have not been watching movies, and the room is still bright. They have not been singing, so their voices are fine. I have not been talking, so my throat feels fine. She has not been texting, and her phone battery is full. He has not been calling clients, and his schedule is free. We have not been planning, and there's no itinerary ready. They have not been visiting, so the house is quiet. I have not been gardening, so my hands are clean. She has not been shopping, and her bags are empty. He has not been fixing the car, so his shirt is clean. We have not been packing, so the boxes are still empty. They have not been baking, and the house doesn't smell like cake. I have not been vacuuming, so the carpets are dusty. She has not been mopping, and the floor is dirty. He has not been organizing the closet, so everything is messy. We have not been folding laundry, and the pile is still high. They have not been washing windows, so the glass is dirty. I have not been writing a poem, and the draft is incomplete. She has not been sewing, and the dress is not done. He has not been designing a logo, and his desk is clear. We have not been brainstorming ideas, and the whiteboard is empty. They have not been filming, and the camera equipment is packed away. I have not been practicing piano, so I can't play the piece. She has not been learning Spanish, and she doesn't know any phrases. He has not been studying chemistry, and he's not ready for the test. We have not been solving math problems, and our notebooks are empty. I have not been stretching, so I feel stiff. She has not been doing yoga, and her posture hasn't improved. He has not been jogging, so he's not sweating. We have not been practicing mindfulness, and we still feel stressed. They have not been drinking water, and their skin looks dry. I've not been troubleshooting the computer, so it's still not working. She has not been updating her phone, so the apps are outdated. He has not been downloading files, and the hard drive has space. We have not been building a website, and the homepage is not live. They have not been testing a new app, and it's not ready for release. I have not been exploring the city, so I don't know many places. She has not been planning her trip, and she's unsure about the details. He has not been taking pictures, and his camera is fully charged. We have not been hiking in the mountains, and we're not tired. They have not been driving for hours, and their car still has gas. I have not been preparing dinner, so the table is not set. She has not been chopping vegetables, and the cutting board is empty. He has not been grilling, so there's no smell of barbecue. We have not been baking cookies, and the kitchen isn't warm. They have not been setting the table, and the meal isn't ready. I have not been watering the plants, so the soil is dry. She has not been raking leaves, and the yard is still full of them. He has not been recycling, and the bins are empty. We have not been collecting trash, and the park is dirty. They have not been planting trees, and the garden isn't greener. I have not been feeding the dog, so he's hungry. She has not been grooming her cat, and its fur is tangled. He has not been walking his dog, so the leash is still hanging. We have not been playing with the puppy, and now it's awake. They have not been training their parrot, so it can't say any words. I have not been repairing the fence, so it's still broken. She has not been shopping for gifts, so her bags are empty. He has not been wrapping presents, and the table is clear. We have not been waiting for the bus, and it hasn't arrived. They have not been standing in line, and they look relaxed. I have not been preparing for the party, so the decorations are not ready. She has not been practicing her speech, so she feels nervous. He has not been organizing the event, so things are not on schedule. We have not been rehearsing, and the performance is unprepared. They have not been setting up the stage, and the equipment is not in place. I have not been dusting the shelves, so they are dusty. She has not been refilling the pantry, and the cupboards are empty. He has not been fixing the faucet, so it's still leaking. We have not been organizing the attic, and it's still cluttered. They have not been sorting the mail, so everything is still mixed up. I have not been explaining the topic, so they don't understand. She has not been giving instructions, so everyone is confused. He has not been answering questions, so there are still doubts. We have not been discussing ideas, and we haven't reached a conclusion. They have not been clarifying the rules, so people are still unsure. Questions. Have I been cleaning? The house doesn't look neat. Has she been cooking? The kitchen smells wonderful. Has he been washing the dishes? His hands are dry. Have we been ironing? The clothes are still wrinkled. Have they been decorating? The room doesn't look festive. Have I been studying? I'm not prepared for the test. Has he been typing? His fingers are fine. Has she been presenting? The meeting is still going on. Have we been working? We're still relaxed. Have they been preparing? The event is not ready yet. Have I been running? I'm out of breath. Has she been cycling? Her legs are sore. Has he been lifting weights? His muscles are aching. Have we been hiking? We're sweating. Have they been playing soccer? Their uniforms are dirty. Has it been raining? The ground is wet. Has the wind been blowing? The trees are swaying. Has the snow been falling? Everything is covered. Has the sun been shining? It's warm outside. Has the river been rising? The banks are flooded. Have I been playing the guitar? My fingers are sore. Has she been painting? Her hands are messy. Has he been reading? His eyes are strained. Have we been watching movies? The room is dark. Have they been singing? Their voices are tired. Have I been talking? My throat is sore. Has she been texting? Her phone battery is low. Has he been calling clients? His schedule is full. Have we been planning? The details are still unclear. Have they been visiting? The house is busy. Have I been gardening? My hands are dirty. Has she been shopping? Her bags are full. Has he been fixing the car? His shirt is oily. Have we been packing? The boxes are full. Have they been baking? The house smells like cake. Have I been vacuuming? The carpets are clean. Has she been mopping? The floor is wet. Has he been organizing the closet? Everything is in place. Have we been folding laundry? The pile is gone. Have they been washing windows? The glass is clear. Have I been writing a poem? The draft is finished. Has she been sewing? The dress is done. Has he been designing a logo? His desk is full of sketches. Have we been brainstorming ideas? The whiteboard is full. Have they been filming? The equipment is in use. Have I been practicing piano? I can play the piece. Has she been learning Spanish? She knows many phrases. Has he been studying chemistry? He's ready for the test. Have we been solving math problems? Our notebooks are filled. Have they been attending workshops? They've gained many skills. Have I been stretching? My body feels flexible. Has she been doing yoga? Her posture has improved. Has he been jogging? He's sweating. Have we been practicing mindfulness? We feel relaxed. Have they been drinking water? Their skin looks healthy. Have I been troubleshooting the computer? It's working fine now. Has she been updating her phone? The apps are updated. Has he been downloading files? The hard drive is full. Have we been building a website? The home page is live. Have they been testing a new app? It's ready for release. Have I been exploring the city? I know many places. Has she been planning her trip? She's sure about the details. Has he been taking pictures? His camera is full. Have we been hiking in the mountains? We're tired. Have I been preparing dinner? The table is set. Has she been chopping vegetables? The cutting board is full. Has he been grilling? The smell of barbecue fills the air. Have they been training their parrot? Say a word. Have I been repairing the fence? It's not broken anymore. Been shopping for gifts. Her bags are full. Has he been wrapping presents? The table is crowded. Have we been waiting for the bus? It hasn't arrived yet. Have they been standing in line? They are relaxed now. Have I been preparing for the party? The decorations are up. Has she been practicing her speech? She feels confident. Has he been organizing the event? Things are on schedule. Have we been rehearsing? The performance is ready. Have they been setting up the stage? The equipment is in place. Have I been dusting the shelves? The shelves are clean. Has she been refilling the pantry? The cupboards are stocked. Has he been fixing the faucet? It's no longer leaking. Have we been organizing the attic? It's clutter-free. Have they been sorting the mail? Everything is organized. Have I been explaining the topic? They understand now. Has she been giving instructions? Everyone is clear. Has he been answering questions? The doubts are cleared. Have we been discussing ideas? We reached a conclusion. Have they been clarifying the rules? People are sure now. The present perfect progressive. Use 3. Actions happening repeatedly over a period of time. If something happened multiple times over a period of time and might still be happening, use this tense. Positive sentences. I've been washing the dishes every morning. She has been cleaning the house every Saturday. We have been cooking dinner together for the past month. He has been watering the plants every day. They've been organizing the garage on weekends. I have been studying English every day. She has been attending meetings every morning. He has been working from home for the last few weeks. We have been reviewing our notes every evening. They have been finishing their projects every month. I have been jogging every morning this week. She's been practicing yoga daily. He has been swimming 3 times a week. We have been going to the gym every day this month. They have been walking to school every day. It has been raining every afternoon. The wind has been blowing all day. The sun has been shining for the past few days. It has been snowing every winter. The river has been rising every spring. I have been reading books every night. She has been painting every weekend. He has been playing video games every evening. We have been watching movies every Friday. They have been singing in the choir every Sunday. I have been talking to my friends on the phone every day. She has been meeting her colleagues regularly. He has been texting his family every morning. We have been visiting grandparents every weekend. They have been emailing clients every week. I have been shopping every weekend. She has been sewing new clothes for the last few weeks. He has been fixing the car every month.